You are listening to the Hello Sport Podcast.
What's up, punters and dribblers? Welcome back to the show. Potty coming to you on a Tuesday this week in light of everything that happened in Bondi on Sunday. It just felt like giving it a day, almost out of respect for people who lost their lives, everyone down there, everything that happened. It was fucking awful and terrible. And something that you never expect to happen in your own country. Yeah.
Fucking terrible.
Yeah.
So grim, so dark.
Yep.
So dark. And you're right. You're like, you just don't expect that. You don't expect it. Shouldn't happen.
Shouldn't happen anywhere, but shouldn't happen here. It's not the way we do things out here, which, you know, is obvious, but like, should be.
Should be. Fucking should be.
Yeah. Anyway, listen.
So thoughts and prayers to, everyone affected. Sending all our love.
Yep. To the Jewish community, but just everyone.
It
affects everyone beyond. It was
obviously
targeted, which is fucked up. But beyond that, like, everyone feeling it.
Oh yeah.
And it's crazy. Like, every time I get, because obviously we live in Bondi, but every time we just get panned with messages like checking if you're okay, seeing if you're okay, and it like gets me emotional every time I get one, because I don't know, it just reminds me of, I don't know, it just does. There's a lot of coverage, obviously, of what happened in Bondi yesterday, and it's like understandably all-consuming. And that it can also be nice to just check out for a fucking hot second, just check out. But as much, you know what, check out for me too, as much as like someone listening. But I'm like, I actually would like to.
Yep, I get you. It's been all-consuming.
Yeah,
it's been all-consuming.
Yep.
In an awful way.
In the worst way.
At such a fucking great time of year.
Mate, we were down there. I was down there with Hamish yesterday and Steph and our girls. We were having a swim in the pool, in the kiddie pool in North Bondi, and it was just a glorious.
That was a ripper yesterday.
It was a glorious day. And then we were at we were parked right outside the Jewish festival. The girls were like talking to people over the fence. Oh, what's that? A rock climbing all day. And this was like an hour and a half, maybe an hour before it all sort of kicked off. Like we were just fucking parked there. And to know that like what happened to that place, it was and in the inside there it was just so happy and chill and like nice and just some balmy summer night.
Very, 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 very scarp.
Very
thoughts
scarp.
And prayers, obviously, with everyone affected.
Yep.
But
probably...
I think that I agree with you. You got to try and spread a little bit of positivity, though,
or a distraction,
whatever.
Because I mean, maybe it's not all positive.
But you know what I'm trying to say.
Distraction.
Yeah.
Well, no, because I'm going to roast some cunts, is what I mean later on. Nothing to do with obviously what went on in Bondi. So that's not going to be positive.
Right.
But it'll be...
Right.
But it'll be some distraction.
Well, might be some entertainment.
Well, it'll be some light entertainment. A little later in the show, I feel like roasting some cunts.
Do you?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. But obviously, just wanted to start with the acknowledgement because it's obviously rattled everyone in Bondi. Well, it's in the country.
Yeah.
Bondi specifically...
Spur.
I know.
All right.
Come on, buddy.
But like, geez, you're slipping over there, bruh.
No, I'm not slipping. I'm fucking rock solid. Anyway, love to everyone. Thoughts with everyone. It's very scat. We're gonna try and just have a little bit of fun for the next couple of hours. Just a couple of mates sitting in front of a Christmas tree with a couple of ice long blacks.
That's right.
Or you've got an almond latte.
But you know what I mean.
But you get it.
Yeah. Shout out to that hero, though.
Ahmed El Ahmed.
Shout out to that fruit shop owner, dude.
Ahmed El Ahmed.
One of the great sacks all time.
Dude, and still wore a couple.
And wore a couple.
Wore a couple.
Yeah.
Like,
wore
dude,
two. Wore DOS.
It's fucking insane seeing the footage
I couldn't believe what I was seeing.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I was like, is that real?
Yeah,
I
know.
Where is that? Was that there?
But the mentality there to be like, I need to fucking do something here. Like, you never know how you're going to react in a situation like that. I have grave doubts over, about what I'd probably just run. Right,
Yes.
and that's fine, and that's fine as well.
Yeah. Well, everyone ran except
everyone, exactly.
Do you know what I mean? So he's one in a million.
He's one in it, yeah. And I think it's worth mentioning that that's a Muslim man defending Jewish people in this whole situation.
Yeah. People can lose that.
Lose sight of that pretty quick. There's a lot more that to this whole situation that I'm not about to go. But like, that was a Muslim man jumping in, doing one of the most insanely brave things that you will ever see.
Probably the brave,
exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't think I've seen anything braver.
I don't think I've seen anything braver. That's
or
even heard of anything braver. It's like that was insane. If you find yourself in the Sunderland region, nip in and buy a couple of cherries off.
Oh,
mate,
mate,
you know
I would like to imagine that there is some form of like, let's get this guy like retired. You know what I mean? Like,
but he might enjoy selling fruit.
And that's a great point. So what about this? Let's give this man financial freedom whilst also allowing him the ability to still hawk fruit.
Yep.
At probably a really affordable rate.
It would be, but you're cool. You
But sometimes I feel like there should be something like that with the government. So like, even when you remember the Bondi one, and there was a dude with the bollard, and it's like these amazing acts of bravery, or obviously the cop herself, where it's just like, you should be good now. Like that act of bravery, we should just like hand you the keys to the nation, basically.
Yeah, like a hero award.
You're a hero.
Where
hero account. You just dip into it whenever you want.
Yeah, you got a hero account, It's like you don't pay for anything.
You don't pay for anything.
Yeah.
You don't pay tax.
You can skip lines and stuff. You don't skip them. You just
don't do it. You don't pay tax. You don't fucking do anything. Like, I mean, I don't know. I know that's like, but it's just something where, it's not like you're trying to encourage heroism. It's just more like that was an incredible thing. And
but I don't think, I don't think people are like, oh, geez, if I save a bit of money on tax, I'm going to go take this guy on without any fucking weapons, and he's got a big pump action on the go. Like,
no, of course not.
That's not how it works.
It takes a different human being.
Yeah.
And one who deserves to live for free forever.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's us getting a little bit trivial, not intentionally, but I think it's worth considering. I could hear the fucking gunshots from my house, and some
of the footage getting around was so fucked up,
dude. I tell you what else is crazy is like
the information gets around quickly.
The information, but like the information, the media, the news site, like the news stations are not quick enough. Like, and that's not even a knock on them. How could you be? But social media, like it's just when all the chats are going, it's like, oh, dude, what's happening here? Oh, I'm hearing this. I'm hearing that. Oh, here's a video here. Oh, I found this. Like
the chats are pumping.
The chats are pumping, and everyone's freaking out. And there's no way that a media company can actually give you any information. But I was sitting out in like our dining room. You hear fireworks and shit go off all the time, and the thought crosses your mind, oh, geez, I wonder what that is. But usually it's obviously fireworks are at night time and you can sort of, there is some form of, rhythm to fireworks. Do you know what I mean? Like It's sort of, you can follow it to some degree.
There's a tempo.
There's some sort of a tempo to it. And I was just sitting there and Steph was reading the girls a book and I was just sitting there and I was like, this just fucking sounds weird. It just sounds weird. And it just for whatever reason, I got this uneasy feeling and I just locked the back door and I walk up to the front of the house and I lock the front door and then I just look out the window and I just see people just fucking hooking it up the street, like carrying surfboards and towels and everything, just like all running frantically. And I'm just like, holy fuck, something's going down here. And then you start hearing the sirens coming, you're like, yeah, right. And I just walk to Steph, I'm like, oi, come here. Like, just put the TV on for the girls. I'm like, there's something is going down. And then we were just trying to find, again, you just dive into social media. Just so fucking hectic. And I mean, it was scary just being down, like living in Bondi, obviously, but like for the people down there, I can't imagine what that would have been like. People getting separated from their kids and they're, like,
So fucked.
Crazy.
So fucked.
Crazy.
Terrible.
Terrible. But we are going to be silly and dumb and funny a little later. Well, funny's obviously that's subjective, so you can't actually be sure of that. We're going to give it a red hot crack. Maybe we will, maybe we won't.
We're going to try to keep it light and fluffy.
Keep it light and fluffy and light.
With plenty of light and fluff.
Plenty of light and fluff. Obviously, given the nature of the last 48 hours, how many hours it's been, this first potty of the week was meant to be our Christmas carols episode. Feels like a bad time to do it. Doesn't feel like the right time to do it. We're going to do it second potty this week. The Christmas carols will be out.
Well, but that'll be recorded Thursday morning, out Thursday morning.
Out Thursday morning. So if we give out a baggy green for a carol and you want to make it the baggy green long lunch, you kind of need to just be prepared to jump on a flight if you don't live in New South Wales.
Well, it's skates based.
It's get your skates on.
Yeah.
Anyway, we will come back on the other side of this and discuss Anthony Seibold on the Manly Corso shirtless. At around 8 a.m. yesterday, DMs started coming into the Hello Sport account with photos of Anthony Seibold looking pretty good, if you don't mind me saying, in some sort of a meditative state down at Manly Beach. Eyes closed, shirt off, in the sun. Looks like maybe just gone for a run.
He's deep in it.
He's deep in it, manifesting.
He's deep in it.
He's deep. Like you could start putting shit on him and he wouldn't realize. You know when you do that when people are asleep?
I'm enjoying the depth he's at there.
Yeah. And I'm enjoying the comfortableness that he has with his own body. And why wouldn't you? But I'm just saying.
It's not a bad bod. How old is Seibold? You know, like he's in reasonable nick. There's
51.
Yeah. I mean, he's got great pec definition, Tom.
He does.
Which shows that he's throwing a bit of iron around.
Yeah, he is with the boys. His arms don't look too bad. He's got some nice calves. They look like some hockers there if I'm just spying. I'm just looking at that one on the branding on the side.
Yeah, they could be hockers, mate.
Well, they've also got a thick heel, so that would assume he's running. He's also got
like a tiny inference of maybe a little bit of a tum at the bottom, which shows that he eats well.
Well, he's well fed, but he also still trains, right? He's 50. You know what I mean?
He's 51.
He's 51. Like, of course, he's going to have a bit of a tum.
He's got
I'm 36.
He's got a nice glow on the go.
Well, he's got beautiful tan skin.
He's got a beautiful glow, and he's not oiled up, but
he kind of looks like he's always
smooth.
oiled up a little bit. Yeah, he's smooth. He's hairless, isn't he? He's hairless.
Is that by design or by choice?
Design would be choice, I thought.
Well, I thought design as in the design, the coding.
Like the creator.
The
elegant
coding.
Design.
Well, the coding of your DNA.
Well, I would say that like design to me in this situation, but he has done that by design with a Veet mousse or a shave or some sort of hair or wax.
Yep.
Whereas if it was just nature...
Well, yeah, design by nature is where I was sort of coming from.
Okay.
But,
elegant design, which is that we have a creator who has.
Yep, which you can't disprove.
Well, no, you can't disprove it. But does that mean that it's proof that it exists? No, but you can't disprove it.
No, you can't. And I tell you what, you can't disprove. You can't disprove how smooth he is.
Oh my God, no. Well, you can. Well, there's proof that how smooth he is. No, he looks like he's been buffed.
But I'm not up there at the coalface though, right? Like I'm not up there giving it. Like he could be prickly.
He could, yeah, exactly. So
right, I can't tell from this distance.
Cheap wine and a 3-day growth situation going.
Cheap wine and 3-day growth. Cheap wine and a 2-day growth. I'm not close. I'm not at the coalface. I can't feel where he's at, but I'm sitting here on a couch and a photo that's been zoomed in from some distance away. He looks smooth as a baby's bottom.
Yeah, he does.
And I'm into it.
Like you'd slip right off him.
Yep.
Were you to ride?
Yes.
Is there any photos of him maybe just in like a Seals polo where you can see the inference of a chest hair or not a chest hair? Because obviously this is zoomed in. It is 2025. like that would be like the gold standard photo in 2000. You know what I mean? That'd be like one of the best photos you've ever seen.
Oh no, that's like, I mean, what were we working with back then? Like 2
megapixels or something like that?
or whatever. I can't
So,
remember.
but like you can almost pick up chest hair. Like I imagine, if you were sitting there, we'd be able to tell.
Yeah, fuck yeah. But
Maybe he's got some whiskers.
he may have some whiskers. He's in a deep meditative state though, and that's exactly what you want to see this side of the new year, right? Because this is where planning's done. This is where mindset needs to be hardened.
Yes.
There needs to be a resolve to your mindset built this side of the new year, because when you get into 2026, then the whips start to crack. You're into preseason, as in trial preseason. You're into formations. You're into shape. You're into defensive drills, and you're into the season proper. Whereas this side of Christmas, punters, it was this side of New Year's. One can reach really reflective moods and states, and I'd like to think, Tom, that's where comps are won.
Well, it's got to come from within, right?
Like, I didn't check the Neds futures markets last week. Had I done so, I think you'd find that we've come in.
You'd have to have come in to some degree, right? To some degree. Question. Because obviously this is, this is a man.
It is a man,
This is a smooth man just doing his thing down in Manly, and he's been snapped. He's been papped.
Yeah.
You and I've been snapped and papped before.
Yes.
Shout out to the Clavelli Clobber days when I was doing my boxing. Yep. These things happen. Yeah. And it's whatever. I thought it was funny, personally. Is there something, I'm not going to say performative because that's not the right word, but like he has to expect, as the coach of the Manly Seagulls, that if he's going to go for a run, now maybe he wasn't running shirtless, that could be his shirt behind him there, but if you're going to go for a run and then sit on the Corso or sit on the beach shirtless, meditating into the sun, like you have to expect that's going to arouse suspicions. Not just arouse suspicions, but arouse generally.
Well, of course, but I don't think there's any implication that it's bothered him,
No, not at all. I guess that might be the performative side of it then.
Yeah, there's two.
I'm not entirely like...
No, there's two trains of thought. You could say it's performative, or you could say that this is how he likes to live his life.
And why can't he just live his life?
He likes to live his life this way. He likes to go down, face the sun, get that VD on him, baby. You know what I mean? Soak it up, buttercup stuff. Yep. It powers his soul. It powers his mind. It powers his spirit.
And why? Why would you change the way you live your life?
That's also a beautiful neck of the woods, bro.
It is.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's a beautiful neck of the woods. And why would you change your life?
Why would you change just because you're a recognisable figure in the game, or in the community, and in the game of rugby league? Why would you let that stop you from getting down to Manly Beach and getting some VD?
That's exactly right.
That's vitamin D.
Because I'd argue that there's a lot of well-known people in community down in Manly that people see all the time who are down there getting their own version of VD.
It's a great point. It's a great point. And I was playing devil's advocate there.
Yeah. It's like, oh shit, I saw fucking Mick Fanning at Kira today surfing. Like, why would he be out here? It's like, because that's his vibe.
That's what he
man.
does.
That's what he does.
Well, okay, but he's not Mick Fanning surfing a wave. I will just say that.
No, he's not. No, he's not. But he's a runner who vibes Manly Beach.
Yes, no.
Thinks it's a beautiful part of the world.
But you'd be
and
going,
he's not going to deny himself.
No. But there is a difference. Fuck, Mick, what are you doing out here surfing waves in Manly? And there's Seibs meditating shirtless on the beach.
But that's his wave.
No, I know, but
that's his wave, man.
Yeah, but I didn't know that was his wave. I think is what I'm saying.
Right.
I didn't know that Seibs' wave was meditating shirtless on Manly Beach. I didn't know that.
If it wasn't his wave,
would he be doing it?
Would he be doing it?
Maybe not.
That's how I'd think about these things. That's his wave, man.
Yeah.
Not a sense of body hair on him in any of the photos online.
Like to hear it, but it looks like he can grow a beard, so he's just blessed with smooth bod.
Oh, he's smooth, yeah. His legs look fairly smooth.
Or is this a rugby league thing? Because we know rugby league players who continue to...
No, they all do.
Yeah.
I don't think I've come across one that's given up.
I don't know whether it's because they've shaved down so much that if they would allow it to grow back, the thing would just be like hairy nightmare stuff. But I know of a couple who, well, one certainly who still like waxes their legs, and then at least another one I know who shaves their bod and their arms.
Old habits die hard.
Yeah, I know, but that's a pain in the ass to do.
Yeah, ball ache. Massive, especially the arms.
Trimming your pubes is annoying enough.
I know, fucking oath it is. You're like, oh God, here we go again.
Here we go again.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, and you put it off, and it's like, it's a ball ache.
Yeah.
To shave your arms and your legs and your bumhole and stuff every day would be a nightmare.
No, nightmare.
I assume the bumhole's done.
I don't know.
Where do you stop?
That'd make walking a real tough task, wouldn't it?
Well, it depends how often you shaved it.
But shaving, even the logistics of shaving.
Well, I mean, shaving,
waxing.
you can wax whatever. You can insert,
yeah,
your own poison there. But shaving your arms every day in the shower would be a fucking nightmare.
No, nightmare.
But the league, he seems to love it.
I get it from a strapping situation.
Yeah, but you're not strapping anymore. You're 51.
That's the point. What
are you strapping?
No, you're not strapping anymore. You're not. And maybe they've just got used to how their body and their arms look with no hair, and they're like, I don't want to go back there.
Well, look, yeah, there's obviously a reason. But it's, for me, though, it's how hasn't a little bit of good old-fashioned, Australian laziness or Homo sapien laziness just
seeped into the
arrangement there where you just go, oh, God, I'm on holidays,
Yeah. Yeah. Fuck it.
Fucking leg up season, It's horizontal season, for God's sake. I'd rather not.
Yeah. I don't need to wax my
Oh,
legs.
God, the razor's blunt. Oh, God, I gotta get a new one. Oh, I'm out of shaving cream. Like, there would be situations that arise.
I've got to go out to dinner, and waxing my legs is going to make them look a certain way, I would imagine. Red.
Yeah, and spotty and fucked. So I don't know how. I don't know.
We don't know whether that's what Anthony's done here either. He might just be generally hairless, or he has gone the laser route just to go, you know what, let's just bloody.
He's also, I think, sending a powerful message to his boys, to his man. And that is, Tom, do what you want to do at Perisher Blue.
Yeah, be your own man.
Be your own man.
Be yourself.
Be yourself.
Because everyone else is taken.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. I like it. As soon as I saw this, I went premierships, 2026, 2027, 2028, at least 2.
2 and 3, at least.
I'm saying at least 2, maybe 3.
Yep.
27, 26, 27, 28.
Well, you thought it was 27 next year.
Who didn't? Come on, who didn't? So Cody Totes was sent out to the Tigers fan rally on the weekend. All of this seems rather trivial, doesn't it? Dressed in a Tigers uniform because, dressed as a Tiger. Because the suit that we purchased him didn't arrive. Are you wearing it now?
I'm wearing it now.
Yeah. The suit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it on now.
I had a fucking annoying feeling it wasn't going to arrive. But
Yeah,
anyway.
so did I. But Tobler went out and got him a Tigers suit.
Mm-hmm.
Costume. And Cody went out there and hit the ground and got a temperature of Tiger Town, how the people were. But you're saying, Cody, that the event itself was cancelled, the march?
Yeah, so essentially the actual march to Ashfield
You guys
Leagues
can't organise shit, can you?
got canned because of safety concerns or something. I don't know.
And where was the march?
So it started at Pratton Park in
Yep.
Ashfield, and it was to Ashfield Leagues Club.
And you did it anyway?
Well, everyone just kind of gathered at Pratton Park, and there was a bunch of speeches and...
Right.
So apparently it was abandoned partly to the difficulty of crossing Liverpool Road and because the Holman Barnes Group had expressed concern over the safety of staff
Holman
at the
Barnes,
club.
huge call from them. Oh, no, this thing
right across
seems
the road.
unsafe, mate. We don't want to... It's like, bruh, the protest is against you. Of course you get, what are we talking about?
That's hilarious. So what were the speeches like? What's the mood, mate?
Mate, I kind of missed the start because my train was late. But essentially, the main thing to come out of the protest is that they've kind of created this group called West Tigers Unite, which is essentially to bring the communication lines between the fans and the club and the board to be a bit more streamlined and a bit more transparent. And I suppose on top of that, the idea is also to give the fans more of a voice in what's going on.
I fear for the effectiveness of the Tigers Unite organisation to deliver on the desired outcomes. I don't know why. I just do.
Led by the Inner West Mayor, Darcy Byrne.
Yep.
Shout out to Darcy Byrne for getting amongst it.
And,
I tell you what,
and was the mood that the Tigers Unite were going to be effective? Like, was this?
Well, what's
your takeaway based on
Is this seen to be, exactly what's required?
That was just sort of part of it, I suppose. And like I said on the stories on the weekend, like the main sort of message is that people want Holman Barnes Group out, as we've sort of been discussing over the last few weeks. I don't know whether that is possible. I don't know like how that becomes possible. But they basically promised to do like a second march if there's no changes that are made. To go ahead in February, I believe.
They did what, sorry?
So if no changes are made, they're going to do another march.
Oh, that's a threat. And what are Holman Barnes going to do? Fucking, it's bad. Inclement weather. Chance of flooding. They've just turned all the hoses on some street.
So was that the threat laid down that if things don't change, they're going to march again?
I guess that's one way to put it.
I wonder if Holman Barnes are even slightly intimidated by that. How many people do you reckon were there?
1,000, maybe just under.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
So old mate, the chairman stood down.
You mean old Hornbag,
Burgess.
Denny Burgess? What was his explanation for stepping down?
I
find that there was a quote somewhere where he's like, it's probably just like, I'm too old for this shit, dude. Like. But I think I remember reading it. He claimed like he was like, someone runs my Instagram for me. So like this could actually be like some horny son of his.
Reading between the lines, that's the sense I got.
How embarrassed would you be as the horny son if you've been running your dad's Instagram? Again, I don't know if it's just his son.
I was saying this to my friends on the weekend. The optics of an old man who follows like porn stars and like OnlyFans accounts saying I got hacked or I don't run my account is just the worst optics of all time. It's giving the AFL guy who posted his dick pic on Twitter.
Yes.
That's what it's giving.
No. It's giving you being caught out being a dirty birdie.
Exactly.
But if it were that you were like, Dad, listen, man, like you don't understand this world. Let me run your social media for you. And then you did, but also you followed just a bunch of thoughts on the gram. And then it got your dad in the newspaper. Your dad, your old boy, would be like, what the fuck are you doing? Who's Annie Knight?
I think it is possible. I think there is every chance that his son, who could be like 15 and isn't allowed a social media account, has jumped on there and followed thought after thought after thought.
Just a horny kid who's deprived of FHM and Ralph magazines these days, which is where you'd read like not exploits, is that the word I'm looking for? Sexually charged stories and content.
Do you think that if you're the head of Holman Barnes,
Holman Barnes Group Chairman Dennis Burgess has quit the role of the club. He says he was not in charge of his Instagram that was caught following hundreds of young OnlyFans women. Young is not needed in there.
I wouldn't say I was hacked in the technical sense of the word, he also added.
No.
So
my son, potentially a hornbag.
That's what I'm reading from this.
So apparently it was someone helping with promotions that was driving the account. And they likely followed just about everyone to boost the profile.
I
He
don't
hasn't
know about
touched
that.
it since 2017, he said. It's a relic from his old music life.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Instagram page is a relic from my old music life. I haven't touched it since 2017. To be clear, I wasn't even steering it. That's not how it works. Someone helping with promotions was driving the account, and they likely followed just about everyone to boost the profile. I wouldn't say I was hacked in the technical sense, but I've sure been blindsided by it because I was not in control of it. At the end of the day, people have jumped on it and weaponized it for their own reasons.
He said, no one has forced me out. It's my decision.
You're saying that you haven't touched it since 2017. OnlyFans wasn't around in 2017, I don't think.
No, but I think he's saying he hasn't touched it. Someone in promote. But then, yeah, because it's a relic of a time gone by.
If it's a relic, if it's an old relic, and it was used to boost a page, and you've touched it since 2017, like there's photos up there that are more recent than that.
No. The photos are old.
Are they?
Which is his plausible deniability, where it's like, oh no, dude, I haven't touched it. But it's
Right.
like, right.
No.
Annie Knight
was not around 8 years ago?
No. Great detective work.
No.
Detective Simpson.
No. Bullshit. Bullshit.
Detective Simpson on the case.
Annie Knight came on like 2 years ago, bro. OnlyFans just like, max, like in the public zeitgeist, you know, 5 years old,
it
maybe.
started in late 2016, but that was...
Well, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, as if he's onto it straight
He's first to
away.
market, mate. Bullshit.
What about all the
I would have blamed it on my son if I was him, but he hasn't. So
But you want to throw your son under the bus?
no, I'm saying like there's only one way that you could weasel your way out of that, and it's blood blaming your son.
Yeah, I've got a horny son.
Doesn't mean it's lowbrow. Like, that's lowbrow behaviour, but I think it's believable.
Yes.
What you've rolled out here is complete horseshit.
What is good, though, and I think makes everything okay again at Tiger Town, is that they've reinstated Barry O'Farrell, which is great, just bring him back, and they've given Benji a 5-year upgrade.
5 years?
Yeah.
Till the end of 2030.
Why wouldn't you give Benji a 5-year upgrade? The guy who's coached for 2 seasons. Why wouldn't you do it? That seems like, why didn't you give him a 10-year?
Where did that come from?
Because they're all wigging out, and Benji probably is just like, well, all right, bro. Why you would sign him for 5 years is insane to me. And that's not an anti-Benji thing. Big fan of Benji. Tigers are looking better. They looked better this year.
This
5 years?
No, this isn't got nothing to do with Benji, but it's also, you need to allow for things to not go as planned, which is entirely possible in rugby league football.
Yeah.
And the way you do that is protecting yourself with the contracts and the lengths of the contracts that you give to key people like your fucking coach.
I can't believe they signed for 5 years, Cody. Like, were you? But Tigers people are like, oh fuck yeah, we got Benji. I'm like, you already had him.
Yeah, not all Tigers fans are like that. I think there's obviously, like, to echo your sentiments, it's like this, sort of panic re-signing Benji after 2 weeks of turmoil is exactly what is wrong with the club, and this is exactly why we're so frustrated.
Yeah.
It's like, bringing 3 board members back on, that doesn't mean shit. The whole board is Harmon Barnes now. They've got like 5 or 6 members on there with 3 independents. These are just little fires that they tried to put out to just cool the jets of the fans before the rally.
Yeah.
And you know what? I think it did work to some degree. Like, the purists were out there were like, no, we like, and I'm still in agreement with that, but I can't ignore the fact that there was a sense of like, people had cooled off a little bit,
That's what I got the vibe seeing your footage as well. Was like, this thing wasn't as fever pitch as I was expecting it to be.
It wasn't. People weren't foaming at the mouth.
They were,
which I wanted.
They were in certain things. Maybe I didn't, capture those moments, but people were frothing down there, frothing and frustrated, I guess.
Why was he signed for so long, you ask? Stability for the players, stability for myself, so the noise goes away about you've got to make the top 8 or you're getting the sack at the end of the year, Marshall said. Obviously, at the end of the day, if you don't have performance, you're probably going to be in trouble anyway. But to give the stability to the players and understanding what's going to happen here in regards to my role in coaching structure and the plans we've made, I think it's very important. Well, of course you were going to say that.
Well, you'd say that because
you just got a 5-year extension.
Well, because if you miss the 8 consistently, like if you go and roll out another spoon, you're getting sacked and you know it, but at least now you're getting paid out.
Yeah.
So you're happy as Larry.
So it's more just stability.
That's not what stability looks like. Do you know what stability looks like in rugby league football in the modern game? Wins. That's stability.
Yeah.
Win, keep job.
Also,
lose job.
Also,
it's very simple.
But also what stability looks like in the modern game is a front of house or back of house stable. Like the people out, like the non-playing element of the club just being like, all right, sometimes you're good, sometimes you're bad, ups and downs, smiles and frowns, but like just everything around the players and the coaches not being a complete shit show all the time. And as Cody said, panic re-signing for 5 years of Benji is insane. And then the panic bringing back the fucking board members, I'm like, oh my God, dude.
Those moves...
It's so icky.
Those moves are anti-stability.
Yes.
They fly in the face of stability. You're like, oh, you know, we're going to bring stability because we just snapped emergency re-signed Benji Marshall for 5 years.
Yeah, I know. It doesn't feel like smooth, calm decision
What's
making.
his record? A couple of spoons and a 13th or something?
He's got a spoon and a 13th.
Or an 11th or whatever. Like, what do we...
just like to sort of add on to what I said, I back Benji, and I actually do think he has the potential to be a good coach. But a big part of Benji being a good coach and being successful on the field was the fact that Shane Richardson was there and he was shielding from the chaos behind the scenes. So I'm really, really concerned going forward without him being there. Because, like you say, there is no stability as long as Holman Barnes are the owners of this club. There's no stability. Like, we are set up for failure as long as they're there. So I'm like... as much as I'm happy Benji's re-signed, and I think it'll keep some confidence within the playing group for a time, as long as Holman Barnes group are there, I'm concerned.
Snap signing Benji's giving, I'm going to call up 100% footy and try and offer you a...
Yeah, NRL 360.
Contract,
Yeah.
Or NRL 360.
If the problem hasn't been... the Tigers, fresh from a relatively positive on-field season, are slated to host Penrith in a preseason clash at Leichhardt Oval on February 20. If the problem hasn't been fixed by then, if we don't have real independent governance, well, guess what? We're going to protest again, out the front, beforehand, Burns said.
So that's the next one scheduled. Out the front of Leichhardt.
That's the mayor who said
Nothing
that?
changes.
There's name?
Who's the leader of West Tigers United?
Yeah.
Unite.
Good Lord.
It's very scut, dude. It's very scut. And I can imagine people who don't go for the Tigers just going, oh my God, this is just such a mess. So,
it's like,
you
can
kind of
what,
imagine
dude?
how
There'd
we're
be
feeling.
absolutely fuck all to talk about today outside of Seibold shirtless. If you're tired. Well, actually, the last couple of episodes is just the Tigers poo show has been just rolling on, just squirting out poo after poo after poo. Obviously, the cricket's there. Don't get it twisted.
Cricket is
But
there.
Rugby league. In rugby league.
Well, the West Tigers have always done the heavy off-season lifting.
They're the new Bears in terms of off-season stories.
They've always been in that. They've always been in and around. Always. You can rely on them.
Yeah.
In terms of pound for pound media content champions, it's the Tigers,
No, it is.
right?
Yeah.
They can always be relied on. Always. Think about the headlines they've given us this year alone.
I know, dude. Seriously. This was meant to be the year when things got good and you had the Galvin situation.
Yeah, the Galvin situation. You had Benji apparently putting shots on at training.
Oh, yeah. Then was it this year when Benji was also away playing golf in Fiji?
No, that was year before.
That was last year.
Yeah.
Luai clauses.
Yeah. Well, I think there's no doubt that the Tigers generate clicks and people like it.
But it's they generate clicks, but it's not like a Latrell situation when they're just putting Latrell into articles to get clicks. You guys generate clicks because you're a shit show.
Yeah, no.
There's substance to it.
Yes. No, well, I see the examples you just used there. There's there's two different arguments to that because it's in my opinion, going after Benji for putting shots on training, all that sort of stuff. That's just noise. That's just media noise.
Yes.
But then there's also we're a leaky shit show, and also I don't know if anyone's noticed. Pretty much since the moment Richardson's gone, every single thing about the Tigers has been leaked again. It's been, you guys are saying that it's been noisy. It's been pretty quiet for the last year, outside of, the big stories. There hasn't been things getting leaked.
I wouldn't say it's been quiet, buddy. I wouldn't say it's been quiet.
In terms of
the Galvin situation was all anyone spoke about for the first quarter of the year.
Sure, that's the nature of what's going on, though. I'm talking more about, what's getting leaked from internally, players' signings, players leaving,
Benji putting shots on players.
Shots on his leak, that's leak.
That's leak.
That's leaky.
Yeah, okay, fair. Good point.
And
yeah, you got me.
The
How you got
13
me?
reasons why when they sat down with Benji, the meeting that was leaked with Galvin.
Yeah.
But it just...
13 reasons.
Why
What,
do a shit
what was it?
coach,
13 things I hate about you or
Yeah.
something?
Yeah.
10 things I hate about
10
Benji.
things I hate about you.
I
There
can't
was something
remember
like that.
No, well, listen, of course you don't, because
But-
what you're doing is you've become almost desensitized to it as a fan of the club.
But, there's that, but there's, Dude, I can't say anything more than what I've said. But, like, what you'll get from me going forward now is, like...
What do we get from you going forward?
Often I will defend the club, as I'm sitting here doing right now. But going forward, it will be like, you guys will give me shit, and I'll just go, yeah, I know we're shit. Because that's who we are.
But you know what,
I've
dude?
come full circle, and it's like we've now all accepted it. We know what the issue is, and the issue is there. And it's in front
But
for
I'd
everyone
like
to
for
see.
you to come with not just, I know we're shit. I'd like for you to come with, like you've sort of done there, but then you also try to backtrack, but like with considered criticisms about the club. I don't want you to sit on the fence, as it were. Nothing worse than a fence sitter, Ed. Always said it.
Always said it.
Nothing worse. And there are plenty out there, but you have an opportunity to come in and speak the truth to power.
Yep.
Speak your truth to power.
Yeah.
It also seems like the issue's been identified, but it's like, what are you going to do to solve it?
Well, we can't because they own the whole club. So it's like,
So
what
then
are
it's
you
like,
gonna
well,
do?
you're stuck at a dead end, really. Like, if
Exactly.
you know what the issue is, but
Exactly.
they're too strong to do anything about it, then fuck.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what you do.
Do.
You re-sign Benji for
Benji,
5
5 years. Let's extend Luai while you're at it.
Yeah. Till he's 50.
Yep. And put a few more clauses in there.
Like he's going to play way better footy, me, and if like he's just like knows he's signed till he's 50.
Yeah.
You know?
Because he's stability.
It's like stability, man. Like it's like stability 101. It's
Yeah.
like, okay, I can play with freedom because I'm going to have a contract till I'm 50 years old.
Let's upgrade and extend 33-year-old Appy Coruscant for another 7
Well,
years.
stability, mate.
Well, it's about stability.
That's what stability is.
You build on top of stability.
That's what stability builds stability, and you can build stability on top of.
You can
existing
leverage stability to create further stability.
That's right.
So then now you're stable.
Yeah. Well, stability times stability equals
stability.
You know, and that's the Tiger way.
Now, Eddie, did you see me ball of the century yesterday?
I did.
Did you see the ball of the century?
Saw it.
Didn't even clip it up myself. Just made its way onto social
Did
media.
it hit the stumps on the full?
No, of course it didn't, mate. It ripped.
It ripped.
Yeah, it fucking bowled him around his legs, mate. Tolber, I'm going to have to ask for you to get that footage up. This was at a very important point in the game as well. Look at that. They were, hold on, so are they? They're 170 for 3, chasing 184.
170 for 3, chasing 184.
What over was this?
17th.
Fourth last over.
It's plenty of work to do. 7, 8, 9.
Mate, they needed 14 runs off fucking 4 overs.
4 overs.
So we were up against it. Cue Tommy Burns.
Holds him around his legs. Great ball.
I headbutted Jerry in his jaw and he bit his tongue and he was spitting out blood for the rest of the game.
Where
Look
was
at this
old-
thing.
Where
Look
was
at this
old
thing
mate? Where was
ripped,
old mate
dude.
headed?
So just before this ball here, I bowled one down.
Leg.
No, off I basically just drifted it across him, and he was like, "That was a fucking wide," and the guy's like, "No, it wasn't." Look at that thing rip, dude. That's the best ball I've ever bowled, which doesn't say much, but so it went across him, and he's gone to try and cut it and missed it, and he's like, "As if that's not a wide, umpire," and he's like, "Mate, just because you stepped like off the pitch to try and hit that, like that, you just stepped beyond where the ball was. Like it's not a wide."
Yeah,
Sorry.
right. Yeah. As in, okay.
And then, but he has a little whinge. And then the next one, he leaves to try and get a wide. He thinks
Oh, that's what he was trying to do.
he thinks it's a wide. And I'm like, no, lad, that thing's just turned a mile. Turned a mile.
So he was trying to make a point.
It wasn't that he was necessarily trying to make
I'm like,
point.
where's he headed? What's he doing here?
He's basically... He's sort of making a point that he's like, well, I'm going to leave this one. You have to call this one a wide. What he doesn't... Look at the rip on that. It's still turning, they're saying.
He started walking as soon as it came out of your hand.
Dude.
He knew there was there was nothing there. There was nothing he could do.
Yeah, nothing you do.
No, nothing he could
Started
do.
walking.
So, this was the only... Oh, dude, I could watch it all day, and I have watched it for a significant amount of time. So we played yesterday, thick ropes against the length doesn't matter, which, is obviously not a great name, but it only gets worse when you know the people you're playing. So we went into bat first. These guys, length doesn't matter. Top of the table, I don't think they'd lost.
What division are you in now?
6th, I don't know. I actually don't even know. It's not.
So you got a 50.
Well, I mean, of course I did. It's my third.
Roasty
third in a
clipped
row.
something up,
Yeah, I know.
which was nice of him.
No, it was nice of him. 21 ball 50. Obviously, I did get an 18 ball 50 last week, so it's a little slow by my
Standards.
It's weird having the Don in me and then Warren in me when I'm bowling. It was uncomfortable out there, but you make it work. So we went to bat first, and we got it. Like, that's a good score for us. What do we get? 180 something.
184.
We'll come back to this in a second, Tobler. So we get a good score. These guys, like, we like to chirp and have fun, right? Like, you're chatting shit with the other team, but it's like all out in the open. These guys were like cricket nuffies, like they were all shadow batting and practicing before they come out. Like, we were all just sitting around, you know. And they're like talking about their technique, and then they're like, oh, I reckon this is a 200-run pitch. It's like, it's a fucking synthetic pitch down in the like a.
Is that what they were saying?
Yeah. You're like, shut up.
They're all the same.
They were getting really upset when like things weren't going their way.
This
or, like,
is a 200-run pitch.
Yeah.
It's synthetic. They're
It's
exactly the same
synthetic.
as each
They're
other.
exactly the same. But like, they were getting really upset with the umpire when, like, you know, a call wasn't going their way. Whereas like, we take the piss. We call the umpires touchies. Like, touchy, come on, lad. But like, we're always having fun with them. And any team we play, we're having fun. Whereas these guys were like doing it under their breath, like muted, like, oh, this is fucking. You're like, dude, fucking relax. What is going on with you losers? Anyway, we get 184, and then we go into field, and they start running us down pretty easily. Like, as in, their run rate was up. Like, with a few overs to go, we were like, fuck, we're probably going to lose to these assholes.
Well, 14 runs in 4 overs with 7 in the shed.
And like, they were saying,
Is that how many? Do you have 10? How many is at work? Do you
It's 8. You got 8.
You got 8.
And like, if you retire, you can come back in if you've been all been bowled out. But like, for example, when we were batting, so you can do a thing called a double play. So if one of them hits it up in the air and they get caught, they're out. The batsman at the other end, if they've started running, has to get back to their end, to the end where they started. Otherwise, if you get them out, you can get both of them out at the same time. And they were saying things like, one of our guys in there, like, don't worry, just let him back in his crease. He's shit. He's shit at batting, like he's fucking.
Who is it? It's about you guys.
About like one of the boys in the team.
So someone got caught, and on the double play, they're like, let him back in.
Let him back into his crease so that because he's shit, keep him out there. Which, like, in a chirpy sense, like, there's funnier ways to. This wasn't like in the sort of jovial nature of shit talk. This was like ultra competitive weirdness. And we were just like, whatever. Like, we didn't give a fuck. So then we're bowling. It's coming down. It just starts coming down to the wire. I don't know how the hell it happened. We just slowed down their run rate, I guess. In the final over, they needed 6 runs. And it's a 5-ball over. The guy batting, who'd been in there for a little while, what was his name? Oh, I don't know their fucking names. Who cares? So this guy's in there. There's 2, like, they're down to their final 2 wickets, but they've got a guy who's retired who can come back in. And this guy batting, he's on the second last ball, and they need 4 runs to win. He misses it, and he's out of his crease. And Harvey, who's wicky, is like 10 metres back from the stumps. 10 metres back from the stumps. And rather than the guy getting back in his crease, he just stands there and is like, run me out. Like, lets Harvey run him out so they can get their retired batter back in.
Yeah.
Which you just don't do. That's like, you guys are the greatest cowards of all time. This is like, you're not the man in the arena. Like, you want the ball, right? You want to be in there like we would never tell anyone in our team, like, oi, get out so, like, I can get back in. You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah, no, I'm with you.
It's not in the spirit of just a fun Sunday fuck around.
Well, it's not in the spirit of sixths.
Exactly. It's definitely not in the spirit of sixths. Yeah. So anyway, they're like, this guy, the team's like telling him to run himself out, so he does.
And so there's one more ball.
One more ball. They bring in the retiree, big dog.
Need 4 off the final ball.
Need 4 off the final ball, so it would have been.
So had So had their team realised that the guy out there wasn't up to the task, and then they asked him to get run out? Is that what happened?
Yeah, I guess so. But like, I mean, we had our guy. So our last guy in our batting innings, Barthy. He's he would tell you he's not the greatest batter out there at all, and he hit a 6 off the final ball, which gets you 12 runs. It's the only look at his strike rate. You'll get and see his strike rate's 1,200. He got 12 runs off one ball.
That's huge. Yeah, love it.
But you just play, man. You know what I mean? Like the guys in there, let him have a fucking crack, try and hit a 4. Like they were all better than us. They were all like good batters. They were doing switch hits and shit. Like they were fuckwits. And so they run themselves out. They bring this other guy in. Artie, shout out to Artie, bowls one of the great last overs in T20 history is what they're calling it. And this guy goes for it, just bumps it back to Artie. Nothing he can do. They still try to run. We run them out. And then they don't come on and shake our hands. Like the couple of guys that were out there shook our hands. And we were like, thanks, mate. And this one guy walks on. He's like, this is so shit. Like the first guy that shook my hand, dude, feel my hand. Like, this is how he goes, this is so shit. And walks past me. I'm like,
yuck.
Oh, what? You're all like mid-20s, late 20s.
Oh, dear.
And then the other 3 don't come on the field. They just sit back in their thingo. And we
Because they lost.
Because they lost.
Terrible.
These fucking losers.
Nothing worse than getting a limp hand, like a limp
Dude, it was like,
dude.
come on. It's all good. It's one of the most famous victories in the history of
Getting a real
last man
limp wristy
stands.
like that.
But, dude, it was live streamed. Hell of a game to stream.
So do they always stream the games?
No, I think they
work?
stream 2 a week. And they were like, well, you guys have been streamed this week. And we're like, oh, fuck, righto. We were all super pumped, like excited. We're like, yes, dude. And so the umpire just stands there with a camera on a tripod, like a phone. Dude, you look good. Can you go to the YouTube? Like, the quality's insane. Henry was watching it in New York being like, this is the fucking best thing in the world. He's like, I watched the whole thing.
The graphics are fucking mad.
The graphics
as well.
are amazing, dude. The quality. And then
What do they put graphics over the...
Dude, they've got a whole
yeah.
scorecard and everything. Like, it's so
Who's
impressive.
running this operation?
last man stands, dude. And then the umpire's also commentating. Look at this.
Glorious sunny day here on a Sunday.
I'll skip forward so you can see the scoreboard.
What?
But it's like instantly updated. Oh.
Like, I mean, who's putting the graphics up? Who's updating all
Dude,
this
I think
stuff?
there was someone. That's what I was insane because after we finished and I went back to the pub, it was like they clipped socials from the game of me bowling. I'm like, who's on this, dude?
Take notes, Sobler.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Seriously, take notes. Relax and take notes.
Anyway.
It was so dribbly, dude. And like the thing is, they are clearly a better team. They're undefeated. But this was just about like good, honest grit and determination.
Oh, they've got stump mics and stuff?
Well, no, you can just hear it, I think.
Well, it's picking up sound well.
Can you go to the final ball when we win it?
Shannon, 1 ball remaining, 4 runs required.
Drag it to the end when we win it. Just see like Harvey and Street running to the camera.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I saw Streety, actually. Is this the final ball?
Yeah, it is. Street, we're all celebrating on the side of the street. He's like dragging us to the camera. He's like, celebrate in front of the camera.
Hopes win,
36-year-olds.
2 runs.
36-year-olds.
How good.
So if you can hear him start abusing him for not shaking hands.
Cheers, mate.
This guy is so dirty. He's kicking the ground.
Well, because it's a 200-run pitch, mate. And they've fallen short.
Yeah, they got there. I got all lots. Cheers, mate.
You can't hear it. Mate, he was the guy who said it was a 200-run pitch as well. The guy was salty.
That's hilarious. Oh, well, great win, mate.
Dude.
Great win.
Player of the match as well, Tommy.
2 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
Tell you what is funny, because Roasty was like, I've never watched myself bat. unless I'm in front of a mirror, obviously. But I have no footwork at all. I'm just all hand-eye. Raw, honest hand-eye.
Yeah, you're stuck to the crease. That's for sure.
Oh, look, a bit of footwork.
Oh, they're there. There's some.
But I'm a hand-eye guy.
You're working it around, mate.
I call one the wagon wheels. The wagon wheels. The wagon wheels impressive. But seeing the footage in your head, you're like, God, I'm just a dashing batsman. Yeah.
There's some all right stuff there.
Oh, mate, listen, I'm not mad at it. Like, there's no way I should be any better than that.
Yeah.
But I'm just raw hand-eye. That's all it is. Raw, honest hand-eye. Footwork's for people without hand-eye, right?
Yeah, that's right.
People have got to get to the ball. I'm like, I'm fine. I got dropped early as well. I pumped one. Again, I think it was this guy, 200-run pitch and all that sort of shit.
He dropped you.
Yeah. Dude, so
not his finest day out.
I was fielding in front of him, and they were like, dude, so, because like they were giving shit, but it wasn't fun. You know, it was just like, oh, you guys are like bitter. And I was standing in front of him, just listening to him talk, and this guy's like, dude, so actually, you know what you know the way that you should actually play a switch hit? Like, they were giving advice. I'm like, we're in 6th division, cunts, and you're giving out switch hitting advice. And it's like, you know, like, if you're gonna switch hit, you really shouldn't be trying to like place the ball anywhere, because you're really only doing it for it as a tactical decision. So you really just need to switch and just almost close your eyes and swing at it. And I'm like, you guys are playing 6th division T20s on a Sunday. Shut the fuck up.
What are you talking about?
And shake hands, you losers. Anyway, shout out to him. It was a good game.
Great game.
Shout
Good
out
win.
to Last Man Stands. I tell you, if you enjoy playing a bit of Sunday cricket, you should be getting into it.
You weren't the only one that had a day out yesterday. Zach Lomax made his 4th grade debut for the Kiama Cavaliers Cricket Club.
Who?
Zach Lomax.
Oh, really?
Yeah, got 3 for 38 off 6 overs, and then retired at 50.
Athlete.
Dealt 6 4s, 3 6s from 34.
But you should reach out to Last Man Stands and just be like, how are you
very curious.
How are you getting all this done?
I was trying to map it out in my head yesterday.
Also, we are in desperate need of new cricket bats. Gray Nichols, I see you commenting on our shit. I see it.
You don't use that one we were given?
No. That's not a... I don't even know if we've got that anymore. That, or maybe even Willie took it. It's a piece of shit. Okay. But yeah, oi, Gray Nicks. Huh? Just so? Maybe. Do you want to just open these boxes of shit here?
What is in them?
I don't know. Okay, we'll just do one. Now, firstly, hole in this. Why do you reckon there's a hole in it? Why do you reckon there's a hole in a package made out to Eddie Simpson? But Eddie Simpson has never seen the package.
Because Toddler opened it.
Well, he started to.
Why did you start to open it?
Because I thought there was a vetting process that we had in place, but the policy's now changed.
A vetting process?
When
was the vetting process?
I just remember, like, it was like, why are there all these packages around? Open them and see what they are, and if it's worth doing, do it on the pod. Like,
that has got to be one of the greatest lies ever told.
It's my truth.
Yeah, well, your truth's incorrect.
Yeah, your truth is a lie.
Because
that policy was brought in.
But that would fly in that... You might have brought it in,
Maybe.
but you didn't tell us about it.
I'm going to have to stand with Tobler here. I remember it.
Bullshit, Cody.
Because then packages would just sit behind the chairs and never get opened, or like
that's
they'd be
not
like
true though. We open packages.
But then I remember like
when do we not open
like,
packages?
just open it and see.
So
what
when was this discussion had, Cody?
I don't remember exactly. No. Do I have to remember the exact date for it to be true?
No, you don't. But like, I need some context.
It was just like Todd was saying, like they were just building up, and they're like, "Why are we building them up?" And they're like, "Well, they're addressed to you," and you're like, "We'll just fucking open them." That's how it went.
Yeah.
So that wouldn't hold up in court. That's anecdotal evidence without any like, it was this time, or was that? It's like, yeah,
we don't record every conversation that we have in here.
Maybe we'll have to start.
Maybe.
Because
clear our names.
Because you've opened something addressed to me, and I'm guessing ruined the fun. If it's what I think it is.
But he hasn't. He doesn't know. So I saw him doing it. I go, what are you doing there, mate?
Oh, he doesn't know.
No. I go, what are you doing there, mate?
Tom intervened pretty quickly.
Oh, he goes, I'm opening pies. I go, who's that made out to? He goes, Eddie. I go, right. What are you fucking doing there?
That's fine.
So-
New policy.
Well, not new policy, normal policy. Continue.
Pre-existing policy.
Pre-existing policy. But ironically, as it would turn out,
It is for top.
it is for top line.
Oh, fuck off. Is it actually?
It actually is.
Yeah.
What the hell?
This was sent in by someone who you know, but it was a gift for you for Christmas.
Oh, no kidding. That makes sense.
Make sure you're on camera, Tobler here, Cody.
Oh. Okay. Wow.
Pull it down. Let's see your face.
I love it. It's Elsa
So,
on a t-shirt.
Yeah.
so that's
For you, mate.
Yeah, that's for you.
Just for me? Did anyone
Yeah.
else get one?
No.
One of one.
Yeah.
For Tommy Tobbs.
For Tommy
Elsa
Tobler.
T.
Elsa works for
me
us at
chuck it
Good
on.
Day, and Tommy Tobler's taken a liking to Elsa, as you know. I mean, we all love her.
Yeah.
She's wonderful.
Yeah.
Feels like Tommy Tobler might have a crush.
Maybe.
We get along really well. Oh, it's a perfect fit. That's
And
great.
so
Thank
she
you
got
so
you-
much, Elsa.
She got you a T-shirt made for you,
It's nice, mate.
with her on there looking very sultry.
Great photo.
Do you like that?
How funny. Yeah, I love it. This is sick. Thank you, Elsa.
It's pretty sultry.
Very sultry.
Your we've got a strict no relationships in the office policy as well, Tobler. So you,
You know, shit where you eat, mate.
I mean, that's probably not the greatest way to describe Elsa.
No, hang on.
Wow.
That's just a saying.
Wow.
I should hope not.
Don't shit where you eat. Okay, Tobler. Wow.
No, Elsa will know what I mean.
Well, it's a little crass, a little crude.
Yeah. Are you're blushing a little bit there, mate?
Well, I was not expecting it. I was not expecting it.
How does it make you feel?
It's great. It's a really nice feeling t-shirt. One of one.
Pretty hot photo,
I know.
eh? For Big Tommy.
It's great. I feel very, what's the word? Privileged, I guess. What's the word?
Horny?
Is that barred up?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, none of that. None of that. I feel very special.
Okay.
I feel
Okay.
very special that
Cute.
she's gone to the effort to make me this t-shirt. with
Yeah,
her
it
on
is cute. Anyway, we'll leave it there, punters and dribblers. Love to everyone.
Love to all, bye.
Could you two just not talk anymore?